today we discuss concept of wire ropes. Okay, let's start with the definition. Pag sinabi nating wire rope, it consists of multi-strand metal wires wrapped around a suitable core material. So yung mga wire ropes, yan yung typical na ginagamit nating rope pag nagbibigat tayo ng sobrang bigat na load. Normally, mga elevator. Now, kung gusto natin gumawa ng wire rope, ang sabi dun sa definition, you need a multi-strand metal wires. Tapos, irarap natin siya in a suitable core. So, ito yung basic composition ng wire rope. You have a core, then you have a strand. Para makagawa ng strand, then you have a wire. Okay, na twinist. So, pag inikot natin yung strand dun sa core, then that is the only time tinatawag natin siyang wire rope. Okay? Next. Now, sa construction ng wire rope, so makikita nyo kung paano siya ginagawa. Magsisimula sa wire, and then itwist, magiging strand. And then yung strand, ititwist natin sa suitable core, then tawagin natin yung wire rope. Now, may mga numbers na kayo nagbibigay ng detalye regarding sa wire ropes. For example, you have 6 by 7. Okay, yung first number at second number, may ibig sabihin yun. Yung first number, yan yung number of strands. So, pag binilang mo yung strands dito, we have 6 strands. So, 6 by 7. So, 6 strands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then yung second number, yan yung number ng wire per strand. Okay, so ito yung strand natin. Pag binilang natin yung number of wire dito, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ayan yung 6 by 7 wire. So, we have many different kinds of wire ropes. Depende sa application. Pero as far as board exam is concerned, so siguro kabisaduhin natin yung 4 na ito. Okay, pwede ito lumabas sa board exam as concept. Okay, so these are the various size and different application ng wire rope. Okay, you have 6 by 7, 6 by 19, 6 by 37, 8 by 19. So mga keywords na lang siguro. So 6 by 7, college, tramways, guy wires. 6 by 19, ito yung pinaka-common. This is for general purpose rope, hoist, cranes, drillings, elevator. 6 by 37, high-speed elevators, cranes, hoist. And 8 by 19, extra flexible hoisting rope applications. So yung mga numbers na yan, tandaan, pwede siya lumabas as terminology. Okay, tandaan yung meaning ng first number and second number. Next. Okay, meron tayong tinatawag na lay. Okay, this refers to the way the wire in the strands and the strand in the rope are formed in a complete rope. So, kung papaano siya twinist. So, meron tayong dalawang klase. So, meron tayong wire in the strand twisted in the direction opposite to the strands in the rope. So, ang keyword dito is opposite. Then, yung kabila naman, ang keyword nun is the same. So, pag opposite yung rotation or yung twisting, ang tawag doon, regular lay. Samantalang kapag same yung twisting, ay ang tawag naman doon, ng lay. So again, pwede siya lumabas as terminology. Now, the main problem sa wire ropes, pag lumabas ito sa board exam, this is empirical or formula dependent. So meron tayong table na tatandaan, okay, isulat natin yung sa index card, and then for as long kabisado natin yung formula, makakapag-solve tayo. So, bigay natin yung mga formula, sulat natin sa index card. Okay, so first formula natin is factor of safety. Okay, yung formula is division. Okay, ultimate force or ultimate load, i-divide mo ng total tension. So, factor of safety. Okay, para makuha F ultimate, depende yun sa klase ng wire ropes. Pag ang binigay sa board exam 6 by 19 or kaya 6 by 7, ito yung solution. So, 76,000 d squared. So, empirical ito. Kaya ang lalabas dito na force is naka-pounds. Tapos yung rope diameter na given dapat naka-inches. Okay, kapag 6 by 37 tsaka 8 by 19 wire ropes naman, 75,000. Okay, so madalas 6 by 19, kaya hinighlight ko yan. Next, para makuha yung total tension sa rope, that should be tension plus the bending load. So may formula tayo para sa bending load. And then para makuha yung tension, derived formula na to. Okay, you can memorize this. Weight ng load over number of ropes plus weight ng rope, quantity multiply sa 1 plus acceleration over gravity. Okay, so copy, sulat sa index card. Next. Okay, para makuha yung weight ng rope, that is 1.58 d squared times the height. Ang bending load naman is a dWERAM over ds. So, bending load, ang palatandaan ng iba dito, DEDS. So, DEA, D, pag binasa DEDS. Okay, ito naman yung mga formula natin. Okay, H is the height ng rope, kailangan naka-feet. dW is the wire diameter, dapat naka-inches. Okay, ds is the sheave diameter in inches. Okay, E is the modulus of elasticity of the rope. Okay, ang value is 12 million PSI. So, ER ito. AM is the area ng metal in square inches. Then, DS, again, the diameter ng sheave in inches. So, depende sa klase ng wire rope yung magiging formula ng DW at AM. So, nagbabago-bago siya. So, mahirap siya kung hindi natin makakabisado yung formula. Okay? Pero once kabisado naman, tiyagain lang, more or less, direct substitution. Okay, so ito yung mga medyo challenging part kasi memorization sa formula. Next, how about dun sa tension in raising or lowering in a cable? So since madalas tayo maka-encounter ng concept na ganito, i-derive na natin yung formula. Alam natin yung tension is always away. And then yung weight ng ating object is vertically downward. Okay, and then hinihila natin yung pataas, so meron tayong movement with an acceleration A. So kung naalala niyo yung mechanics, pwede natin i-drive yung formula. Okay, pwede rin pababa yung movement, acceleration direction niya is downward. So kung mechanics apply ko, second law ni Newton, okay, so that should be a summation of forces equivalent sa MA. Okay? Now, ano yung mga forces vertically? Kasi forces ang tinitingnan natin sa summation of forces. Ang forces natin dito is tension upward, weight pababa. So, tension upward, since weight yung pababa, negative. Now, may sign convention tayo sa acceleration na pag pataas, positive, pag pababa, negative. Kaya naglagay lang ako dito ng sign convention. Okay, elaborate ko pa. So yung mass, pwede siya isolve using weight over gravity. And then yung weight na to, transfer ko sa kabila. Okay, so magiging positive na siya. And then pwede ko na siyang i-factor out. So bottom line, ito yung derived formula. So kung tinitingnan niyo yung formula na to, ito lang din yung formula kanina na mas simple. Kasi hindi na tayo naglagay ng weight ng rope tsaka number of ropes. So weight multiply sa 1 plus the minus A over G. So, naglagay ako dito ng plus minus. Depende sa motion. Kapag raising, positive yung gamitin. Pag lowering, negative. So, etong formula na to, optional yan. Kung gusto nyo tandaan, better. Pero kung makalimutan, gamitin lang yung basic formula sa mechanics. So, these are formula sa wire ropes. Okay, sulat sa index card. And then, once masulat, practicein natin gamitin. So let's try to solve problem. Okay, problem number 1. A wire rope lifts a load of 10 kips, the maximum speed of 1,000 feet per minute, attained in 5 seconds, starting from rest. The rope has a cross-sectional area of 0.4 square inch. Compute the maximum tensile stress on the rope in KSI. So, kips per square inch. So, tinatanong is simply stress. So, meron tayong load, meron tayong speed, maximum velocity after 5 seconds from rest, and then you have the area. So, this is simply mechanics. Okay, so strength of materials, kasi stress yung tanong. I-isolate natin given. So, if you will isolate the given, so you have the weight, the final velocity, initial velocity 0, kasi that is rest, and then area. Ang tinatanong is simply tensile stress. Alam natin na ang formula ng stress is force over area. So meron ng area given. So wala na tayong issue dito sa area. That is already given. Ang nawawala na lang yung force. Now, saan natin kukunin yung force para dito sa ating rope? So, obviously, yung force natin should be the tension. So, paano man yung tension dito sa ating wire rope, yun din yung force na magbibigay ng tensile stress. So, equal yung dalawa na yan. Now, again, meron tayong weight dito, meron tayong acceleration upward, masasolve natin yung tension. So, we already derived the formula para sa tension. That is weight, quantity 1 plus or minus acceleration over gravity. Okay, meron tayong weight given. That should be 10 kips. Okay, meron din tayong gravity constant. So, ang nawawala na lang acceleration. Para makuha ang acceleration, gamit tayo ng formula sa mechanics. Meron tayong velocity, velocity initial, tsaka time. So, kung naalala niyo yung formula na to, masasolve na natin yung acceleration dito. So, that's it. Substitution tayo. Now, yung ating velocity dapat feet per second. So, yung feet per minute na ito, i-divide natin ng 60. That is conversion. So, this must be feet per second. So, 1,000, i-divide ko lang siya ng 60. Yung 60 is for conversion purposes. Is equivalent sa initial velocity 0, acceleration unknown, time 5 seconds. So, masasolve natin yung acceleration dito. So, 1,000 over 60. So, conversion lang yung 60. Equivalent sa, okay, this is unknown. So, represent ko as alpha x multiply sa 5. Shift solve, makuha natin yung acceleration. So, ang acceleration is 3.33 feet per second squared. Now, pwede na rin natin makuha yung tension dito, substitution. So, we have tension is equivalent sa weight is 10 kips. Okay, multiply natin sa 1. Since upward tayo, gamitin natin positive. So, plus acceleration 3.33. I-divide natin ang gravity. Ang gravity sa English is 32.2. Okay, so that's it. Makuha na natin yung tension dito na ang unit kips. So, we have 10 multiply sa 1 plus 3.33 over 32.2. Okay, press equal sign, makuha natin yung tension. So, ang tension natin is 11.034. Okay, ang unit niya kips. So, meron na rin tayong malalagay dito na force. Then, we can solve the problem. So, finally, okay, ang ating answer should be, this is 11.034 kips over, ang area natin is 0.4 square inch. So, ang unit natin dito, pag sinimplify, already KSI. So, 11.034, i-divide natin ang 0.4. Okay, equal sign. So, ang tamang sagot should be 27.6 KSI. So, these are mechanics. Obviously, gagamitin lang yung mga formula na tama and then unit analysis. So, again, this is problem number 1. Okay, problem number 2. An elevator weighs 1,000 pounds and is supported by 5 over 16 inch wire rope, 1,500 feet long. When the elevator carries a 1,500 pound load, the rope elongates 6 inches more. What is the modulus elasticity of the rope? Okay, so nagkaroon tayo ng elongation or deformation of 6 inches. Simula nung ang elevator load natin is 1,500 pounds. So, ibig sabihin, from 1,000 pounds na walang elongation na nangyari, okay, nung bumigat siya, nadagdagan siya ng 500, so naging 1,500, nagkaroon tayo ng elongation na 6 inches. So, ang tinatanong is, modulus of elasticity. So, you can use formula sa strength of materials. Isolate natin. So, ito yung ating wire rope. Okay? nung ang bigat ng ating load na binubuhat ng rope is only 1,000 pounds, walang deformation na nangyari. Pero nung pinalitan natin load, nung bumigat siya, naging 1.5 pound, nagkaroon tayo ng deformation na 6 inches. Of course, andun pa rin yung original length na 1.5 feet. So, ang tinatanong is elasticity. You can use formula na play. Okay, deformation due to force is FL over AE. So, given yung deformation, 6 inches. Force na nagpa-elongate sa atin is 1.5. So, hindi gagamitin yung 1,000. Walang elongation dito. So, yung force na nagpa-elongate is 1.5. Okay? Length is already given. That is 1,500 feet. Area is solvable. Okay, nasosolve yung area. Area ng bilog. And then, yung nawawalang elasticity is simply shift solve. So, this is one unknown, one equation. So, substitution tayo. So, you have 6 inches. So, mag-unit analysis para hindi magkamali. Okay. Equal sign. So, yung force natin is 1.5 pounds. Okay, yung length natin is 1.5 feet. So, since naka-inches tayo, i-convert na natin yan para mas simple. You have 1 foot, 12 inches. Okay, yung area natin, area ng bilog. So, gamitin natin area ng bilog. So, that is pi over 4. Ang diameter natin is 5 over 16 squared. So, that is square inch. And then, you have the unknown na elasticity. So, ang unit nun, PSI, so pound kada square inch. So, kung titingnan nyo yung mga units involved, consistent na yan. So, cancelled out yung PSI. Mag-cancelled out yung feet. So, ang matitira na lang, inches. This is also inches consistent. So, makuha na natin yung elasticity. So, 6 equivalent sa 1.5. Okay. 1.5 A times 12. Conversion lang yung 12 para consistent. All over pi over 4. Okay, ang ating diameter is 5 over 16. Okay, squared. And then yung nawawala. AE. So, one unknown, one equation. Shift solve tayo. So, ang ating modulus of elasticity is equivalent sa hintayin natin sa calcu. So, pag sinabing continue, press equal sign again. That is 58. So, final answer is 58 million. Okay, so parang di tayo nalilito. This is 58,870,878.22 PSI. So, para mas madali, you can press ENG. Okay? Para mas simple. So, answer, para lang siya mag-move, you press ENG. So, 58.67 times 10 raised to 6. Ibig sabihin nun, million. So, choose the best answer. Obviously, ang pinakatamang sagot is letter A. So, formula lang sa strength of materials and then unit analysis. Again, this is problem number 2. Okay, problem number 3. In an office building, the elevator rises 1,200 feet with an operating speed at 1,000 feet per minute and reaches full speed at 35 feet. Assume a rope drive of 6 by 19 cast steel ropes na mayroong 36 inches shift. The load of the rope or the elevator weighs 2 tons. Determine the number of 5 over 8 inches rope required if the factor of safety is 5. So, ito yung pinaka-challenging question regarding sa wire ropes. So, ang pinaka-mahirap na tanong sa wire ropes is the number of ropes na kailangan. Kasi para masagutan yan, isa-solve natin lahat. Okay, so again, napaliwanag natin, this is formula dependent. Para kung kabisado natin formula, tsagain, masasagutan naman ito. Pa-isolate natin mga given. So, meron tayong height, 1-2 feet. Final velocity, 1,000 feet per minute. After mo mag-travel ng 35 feet. Okay, ang ating wire rope is 6x19. Ang diameter ng ship, 36. Ang load na bubuhatin, 2 tons. Ang diameter ng rope, 5/8. And then yung factor of safety na 5. So if you isolate the given, ito yung mga given natin, ang tinatanong number of ropes, so magsimula ka sa formula to be used. So ang formula to be used para makuha yung number of ropes is this. So tension is equivalent sa weight ng load, divide natin ng number of ropes, plus weight ng rope, quantity multiply sa 1 plus acceleration over gravity. So iisa-isahin na natin. Magsimula tayo sa acceleration. Para makuha yung acceleration, gamitin mo yung full speed. So, meron tayong formula sa mechanics. Velocity final squared, equivalent sa velocity initial squared plus 2ax. So, masasolve natin yung acceleration dito. So, ang final velocity is 1,000 feet per minute. So, again, kailangan i-convert natin yung minute papuntang seconds. So, divide lang natin yan ng 60. So, you have 1,000. I-divide ko ng 60, conversion purposes yun. Equivalent sa, galing tayo sa rest, so that should be 0, plus 2, acceleration, nawawala, and then yung distance traveled, para makuha mo yung full speed, 35 feet. So, ilagay mo dito 35. Okay, shift solve, makuha natin yung acceleration. So, you have 1,000 over 60 squared, equivalent sa 0, plus 2, unknown yung acceleration, distance travel 35. Okay, shift solve, makuha natin acceleration, that is approximately 3.968 feet per second squared. So meron na tayo ditong data. Next, doon naman tayo sa weight ng rope. So empirical formula yan, so dapat kabisado. So weight ng rope is equivalent sa 1.58. Diameter ng rope, yung small d, is 5/8 squared. Tapos yung height, naka-fit dapat yan, 1, 2. Okay, so walang unit analysis sa part na ito. Okay, empirical formula. So you have 1.58. Okay, this is 5/8 squared, then 1, 2. So, ang weight ng rope should be 740.625. So, meron na tayong weight ng rope, meron na tayong acceleration. Next. Okay, doon naman tayo sa factor of safety. So, given yung factor of safety, that is F ultimate over FT. Now, ang F ultimate sa 6/19, so kailangan kabisado natin, is 76,000 d squared. So, with this, makuha natin yung FT. So, given yung Fs, ang factor of safety 5. Okay, ang F ultimate natin is 76,000 d. So, this is 76,000 d. So, d squared. So, this is 5/8 squared. And then, yung F total, makukuha. So, shift solve, kunin muna natin sa FT. So, 76,000, 5/8 squared. All over yung unknown na FT. Shift solve, makuha natin sa FT. So, ang value niya should be 5937.5 pounds. Okay, so meron na tayong FT, weight ng rope, and then acceleration. Next, so tuloy natin. Okay, so alam natin na ang formula ng FT is equivalent sa tension plus bending load. So kung gusto natin makuha yung tension, ang formula niya, so transpose ko lang yung bending load sa kabilang side. So mathematically speaking, ang tension is FT minus FB. Meron na tayo FT, nasolve na natin yan. Eh, ang wala lang tayong bending load FB. So, formula dependent. So, ang bending load is dW ERAM all over d squared, or diameter ng ship. So, kailangan kabisado yung DW tsaka AM para sa 6/19. So, once kabisado yan, effort, makuha na natin yung bending load. So, bending load, FB, is equivalent sa, medyo mahaba talaga yung formula. Simula tayo sa DW. Okay, ito muna. So, 0.063, ang diameter is 5/8. Okay, next, yung ER naman, okay, that is 12 times 10 raised to 6. Yun yung gagamitin natin. And then, yung AM, okay, area ng metal, ang formula is this, 0.38. Okay, 5/8 squared. Over diameter ng shape na 36. So, madaling mag-substitute. Ang problema talaga yung formula. Hirap talaga yan. So, effort. So, kunin natin yung bending load, 0.063. Okay, multiply natin ng 5/8. Okay, elasticity ng ating wire rope is 12 million. Okay, this is 0.38. Okay, 5/8 squared all over 36. So, makuha na rin natin yung bending load. Ang bending load is 1,948.242 pound-force. Okay, so since nakuha na natin lahat ng data needed, masasolve na natin yung number of ropes finally. So, yung pinagdaanan niya, medyo mahaba. Pero pag may formula, direct sum. Okay, sasagutan ko na siya finally. Isolate ko lang yung mga na-solve natin. Ito yung mga yan. Tapos, substitution na lang. So, ang ating tension, ang formula FT minus FB. So, meron ba tayong FT? Yes, that is 5937.5 minus FB na 1948.242 is equivalent sa ang ating weight ng load 2 tons. Kaya lang yung tons na yan, kailangan natin i-convert papuntang pounds para maging consistent. So, we have conversion dito. Okay, so 2 tons. Okay, conversion purposes. Okay, 1 ton sa English unit, 2,000 pounds. Okay, so cancelled na yung ton. Okay, number of ropes, yan yung main question. Okay, number of ropes. Okay, plus. Okay, ang weight ng rope na solve natin na 740.625. Okay, multiply natin ng 1 plus, ang acceleration natin is 3.968. Gravity sa English, 32.2. So that's it. So finally, makuha natin yung number of ropes. So we have 5937.5 less 1948.242 equivalent sa 2. Okay, multiply ng 2,000. Conversion lang yung 2,000 na yan. Over number of ropes plus weight ng rope 740.625. Okay, close parenthesis 1 plus 3.968 all over 32.2. Okay, so you always choose the best answer kasi number of ropes tinatanong, dapat full number. So, ang makuha nating data dito is 1.42299. You choose the best answer. Okay, pinakamalapit na sagot should be 2 ropes. Okay, so pag tinanong ka ng number of ropes, pag 2 tons, yung iba, diretso lang sa 2 ropes. Okay, again, kabisa din yung formula, kasi pa isa-isa yan, pwede tanungin tayo. Pero pag tinanong yung number of ropes, as hindi magbabago given, that should be 2 ropes. Okay, so this is wire ropes. Kabisaduhin yung formula kasi formula dependent.